Drag yourself out of whatever carnal corner of the burning hells you lounge in, and bring your daughters with you. Be wary. The enemy has proven to be both cunning and strong. But the mortals have always been easy prey for you, have they not? Nephilim, your misbegotten kind is creation's greatest sin. But your time is done. You will find only death in my realm.
Is it riches you desire? Riches there are here, and more I can give to you.
The Herodric scrolls describe hulking phase beasts as sin made flesh. Asmodan granted them great power, allowing the beasts to shift in and out of sight at will. It is believed that the Lord of Sin only looses the phase beasts against uncommonly clever enemies who cannot be bested with tooth and claw.
I once met a raving drunk who claimed he had wrestled with a succubus, a demonic creature that possesses the form and face of a beautiful woman. He said she cursed him and tore out the heart of his friend before he made a narrow escape. Really, young men are given to such exaggeration these days.
These poor things live in eternal torment. Oh, you've met my daughters, I see. Are you enjoying their company?
Does your brother know you loved his wife?
No, she didn't take the time to tell him before waltzing off to the altar. Now their children would starve if not for the gold I send their way.
But you are the reason their father is imprisoned.
He will be free again in time. Paying off the Merchants Guild of Kingsport is no small task. And aren't you supposed to be on my side here?
Did the Torn Page lead you to the location of the tomes?
No. I've learned something much more troubling. Judging by the borders, this is indeed a page from the tomes, but it does not contain prophecies. It seems to be a set of instructions for the creation of magical weapons. But that is not the strangest part. I have seen the rune here before. On the braces of Tyrael's armor.
Only one thing to be done, then. Ask him about it.
10 days ago, I had an extremely powerful vision of a dark future. Horrible, horrible things will happen to you before this is all over. But you will prevail.
Ah, sounds like a normal day. What did you see?
I would never burden you with the knowledge of things you can't change. You need to be happy. Enjoy yourself while you can.
You are so close now. Only Asmodan is still out there, waiting for you. What do you suppose you'll do after he is dead?
He is not dead yet.
Oh, you're too modest. I saw how easily you took care of Belial, and you've already beaten Asmodan's army. How much more trouble could he be? Let me tell you what I think. After Asmodan is dead, you come with me, huh? And we'll go on a grand adventure. Just you and Shen. The wind at our backs, and the road stretching out before us.
Perhaps we shall.
Your presence pleases me. Every step brings you closer to my embrace.
They say that Asmodan is the greatest battle commander in all the burning hells.
Well, doesn't say much for the Hells then, does it?
All the pain and suffering you're enduring. You must be dying to meet me. Oh, you are so eager. I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Crusader, Maiden of Lust, Consul of Asmodan. How invigorating. Play with my daughters. I do not wish to tire you out.
Your screams of...
I can feel the blood hemorrhaging from the Sin Heart. Oh, you will pay for this.
You think you know pain, Nephilim? You think you know anguish? Soon my concubine will show you their true meaning.
I do hope you're not in over your head.
Hold your tongue, demon. I hope Irena is faring well through all of this. Bastion's keep is full of death and despair.
She's far stronger than she appears.
Oh, the things I'm going to do to you.
She has no shame, does she?
To pay for my freedom, I have only my own flesh and blood. Come, the Maiden of Lust lurks below. Sidea, the Maiden of Lust, lured us with her damned promises. I'll never forget what she made me do.
Do you ever wonder why Lyndon remains with us? I thought he would have weaseled away by now.
People can surprise you.
Though Asmodan is close to all of his lieutenants, Sidea is his special favorite. The Maiden of Lust is both beautiful and grotesque in appearance, with the torso of a woman and the legs of a spider. Her voice is said to be as smooth as honey, but she only speaks words of death.
We have fought our way to the depths of the crater. Asmodan cannot be far.
Nephilim, fool! When the Soul Stone is embedded in my flesh, the seven shall be as one within me. I will be the sum of all hells, the prime evil.
We've done it! Quickly now, Leah! Trap Asmodan's essence within the Soul Stone! It's done!
I never dared dream. All evil lies trapped within that stone. Once it is destroyed, the eternal conflict will finally end.
Destroying the stone is no simple matter. There are rituals to consider. We must return to the keep and make our final preparations.
An incredible victory. I knew Asmodan could never stand up to the likes of you.
Where are Adria, Leah, and Tyrael?
They're all in the armory, no doubt celebrating. You should join them.
Adria, when did you decide to betray us?
20 years ago, a great and terrible power drew me to Tristram. But Aiden, Leoric's eldest son, defeated that power and sought to contain it within his own flesh.
The Dark Wanderer.
It was Diablo I saw within him, and I pledged myself to his service. Now, at last, his grand design comes to fruition. Dear Leah, Deckard always suspected your true father was Diablo himself. And now, my daughter, you shall serve as his vessel.
I live. But I am more than I once was. The 7 evils are now one within me. I am the prime evil. Well done, faithful Adria. Go now, until I call upon you again. Now, at last, to my true goal, the one that has always eluded me. The utter distraction of the high heavens.
Adria has betrayed us. And now, Leah is lost. From her body, Diablo has been reborn as the prime evil. The power of hell answers his call, and the heavens buckle under the weight of corruption. I will purge this evil forever.
This devastation defies all reason.
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
I know how he feels, but we have to keep going.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
You didn't destroy those gates.
Yet I defended humanity when Imperius would have destroyed it. And now the prime evil storms heaven itself.
This is not the time for doubt and weakness, Tyrael. Imperius is a fool, and if you side with him against me, you are too.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced. We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The Prime Evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her. I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
Adria made fools of all of us. No one could have known she'd sacrifice her own child to resurrect Diablo.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
As do I. Leah deserved better than this. But right now, we must stop Diablo.
Of all people, I should have seen this coming. I allowed myself to believe this fiction that Adria was other than I suspected her to be. And now, the world is lost, and it is my fault.
We all wanted to believe that Adria would be what Leah needed. Put your guilt aside, Templar. We've demons to fight.
Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Explain.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
Adria found Diablo in Tristram, while Magda took the Coven.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Iskatu, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm.
Not enough left.
Every moment I delay you, I draw closer to my ultimate victory.
The ancient texts describe the terror demons as unconquerable foes, the dreams of Diablo made flesh. They appear in shadow to torment their victims, and then, in shadow, they vanish. The mere sight of one drove a Horadrim to madness, leaving him screaming and clawing at his eyes until the end of his days.
I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
I care little for destiny. Will you help me, or should we stand here and watch the heavens fall apart?
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Auriel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Raganoth, the Lord of Despair.
She will be free. Perhaps that will bring hope back to these heavens.
Keep your guard up. There are foes at every turn.
I have seen many warriors in my day, but only a scant few of them could face the might of an oppressor. This monster towers over the tallest barbarians and wields weapons crafted from hell-forged steel. They were last seen with Baal during his resurgence, and left legions of dead men in their wake. No one has seen an armored destroyer since Diablo was exiled from the burning hells centuries ago. Before then, they were the bulk of his army, and they crawled, thick as locusts, over the face of their master's realm. Should the Lord of Terror ever return, I fear they would be his heralds. Though the subjugators have always been powerful demon sorcerers, they constantly sought to increase their standing in the bloodthirsty realms of hell. To this end, they imprisoned a score of massive Armadon, torturing and flaying them until the hell beasts would bear subjugators as riders. Together, the Mount and its master are nearly invincible.
You think yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim, but all will kneel before Lord Diablo.
Not yet.
be destroyed long before you set one foot into the Silver Spire.
In the beginning, Rakanoth served Andariel, the Maiden of Anguish, with efficient brutality, for his touch may open up many painful wounds. He was also the warden of Isval during many long years that the angels suffered in Rakanoth's own plains of despair. But he has quit his realm unexpectedly in recent times.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the scroll of fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
I will be worthy of it.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
It would be an honor, my lady.
Diablo brought despair to the halls of heaven, but hope is restored. I thought this would bring Tyrael back to us, but there is no sign of him. I must press on and destroy Diablo's infernal portals alone.